Played part in one of my favorite songs, and it used to describe the work life for women.
Working 9 to 5.
What a way to make a living. You know the rest of the words.
I do.
That's back in 1980, 9 to 5. A working woman trying to get some RESPECT. But times have changed since 1980.
They really have. And playing a working woman, trying to gain respect from the boss or being the boss yourself, women have certainly gained in the struggle. But can we really have it all when you're talking about motherhood and a successful career? Communications expert and author Dr. Audrey Nelson is here talking about it with us. All right, can we really have it all?
No, we can't. But I'm a big one into get my cake and eat it too.
Right.
But I think working women need to be realistic. And we have a couple of women who've made the news. We know Sheryl Sandberg, Lean In.
Right.
And I like it. I mean, she's a billionaire.
Right.
She's married to another one. But the
And
issue
she's with
becomes
Facebook and talking.
Facebook, COO.
Right.
So we need to look at what the points are. And what I like about her book is she admits to some of these things.
She talked about the guilt trip that women feel.
It's the first thing. There is no such thing, I'm one of them, I had 2 children, of a mother who works out beside the home and doesn't feel some sort of guilt.
Yeah.
Now, I committed the worst sin because I travel outside the state and around the world training, keynotes, consulting. It would be other women say, what do you do with your children?
Right.
When you're gone. And the unspoken code message was they're going to grow up to be juvenile delinquents.
Right.
Because
You're a bad
mother.
mom.
So there are many people out there to reinforce the guilt. And there's a gender difference.
But how do you deal with that?
It's put more on women
Yeah.
than men. You deal with it in here. And here's what I always said. I was very clear about my priorities. Number 1 is family. But they ain't the whole thing in my life. I love my work. I want to do it till I'm in the ground.
Right.
So work is next. And both my children have always said, Mother, we love what you do. You know, we're glad that you're a productive mom. A second one is, and I certainly ran into this, was being super mom.
Right.
So because you work, this is an extension of number 1, you want to be, I was always the room mother.
Always
When I was the
volunteering,
Girl Scout
going the
leader,
extra.
I won the Mile High Leadership Award.
Got it.
But I ran the troop with my husband.
So you're trying to compensate.
You're
being
trying to
super mom.
compensate, and my sister and I, she's VP of a hospital, we both said, isn't it interesting because the stay-at-home moms don't do as much as we did in the classroom. So
They
that's
don't
how
feel
we
like they
would
have to prove
compensate.
anything.
They don't feel like they have to prove anything.
Makes sense.
And then the next one is, mentors really help. Well, hello, Sheryl Sandberg, who was her mentor? Yikes. Lawrence Summers, good grief. She met him at Harvard.
Got it.
He took her under his wing. Mayor Bloomberg just had a book signing party for her.
Got it. Get the
At
right
his
mentors
place.
that can
Get
help
the
you
right
out.
mentors.
That makes sense.
Failing to encourage women to leadership. And I get this from my corporate clients all the time. I just had lunch with a CEO and he goes, Audrey, we just can't get the women to step up. We can't get them to step up. And often what's
Women
behind
step
that,
up differently than men.
they do, and that's another show. But I will say it's very difficult for some women to advance to leadership positions. Again, a lot is going on up here. A lot of hesitation, work-life balance, assertive skills, etc.
Sure.
And then I love what Sheryl Sandberg does say in her book. Done is better than perfect.
Yep.
Amen to that.
And
love that.
that's what's got it done. May not be perfect. I'm not superhuman.
Speaking of books, we love your book. You've got another one out.
you.
You do great work both in print and in person. So
Thanks.
a lot more to talk about. We'll have you back
Thanks.
even more.
Thank you.
And you know what? You are a super mom in my book, my dear.
Oh, you are so sweet.
Cheers.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Get it done.